Hi, educators. How are you guys doing? Yes, it's the end of the week. Yes, you're tired. Yes, you've had a heavy week. But what's your win? What can you celebrate that was a win for you? Don't tell me nothing because there was win. There were wins. Either one, you had a win or you have wins. Yes, you have had some wins. It doesn't matter how challenging school was this week. There is something you need to celebrate. I want you to identify that something and celebrate it. You've got to celebrate it. Yes, teaching is difficult. We know that. But we're still in it. Why are we still in it? Because we know we could make an impact. And we know the students are relying on us. And we know the students need us. So identify your win and celebrate it. Whether or not it's a situation where you made an impact on a student that didn't understand something and they now understand it, celebrate that. It could also be that a student who come to you today because they were feeling down and they find you, they talk to you, that's a win. There's so many things we could celebrate as educators. We don't always have to find the negative. Yes, there's a lot of negative. But remember, you are good enough exactly as you are. And you're doing a fantastic, fantastic job. Come on, guys. You guys are doing a fantastic job. I know it's tiring. It's no doubt it's tiring. But guess what? You are making an impact. And students are coming to your lesson. They're coming to you because they could connect with you. Because you are the one making them feel as a somebody. Just think that sometimes students go around all week or all day, nobody telling them that they're worth it, nobody telling them that you're good enough, nobody's praising them. But when they come to you as an educator, they could guarantee that you are going to see the positive in them and then you are going to celebrate them. I understand the pain. I hear that. I know it's tiring. I know that administrators don't value us. I also know that, in terms of managers don't seem to value our skills. They don't respect us. But Guess what? We're not there for them. We're there for the students. We're there for the children who believe in us, who see us as their role model, who see us as somebody they could connect with, who also see us as someone who believe in them. Some students have nobody believe in them. Everybody saying that they're worthless, they're no good. Oh, so what's wrong with you? And the negative, negative, negative. But when they come to us, we make them feel as somebody. We make them feel value. We make them feel that they are worth it. We make them feel that it is worth celebrating you. It is so important that as educators, we value our students. Sometimes we cannot get through to them in terms of academically straight away, but we could get through to them in terms of how we are connecting with them and how we are valuing them. Because some of them coming from a long place, a long, long way where people do not value them or they're invisible. Do you know what it is like to be invisible? Some children feel invisible by their family, by people around them, and the only place they feel value is in your classroom. Because Miss or Sir value them. Miss see in them that everybody else don't see. Miss see in them that everyone else condemn. Do you know what it is like to feel as an outsider? And then when they come to your class, they feel value and they sit in your class and they look at you with a big smile on their faces. Do you know what that feels like? Educators, you are doing a fantastic job. Yes, there's sometimes you feel that you're pouring into student who is pouring into you. It's okay, I'll pour into you. Don't worry, I'll empower you, I'll pour into you. But I want you to pour into your students because you're making a difference to their lives. During the pandemic, some students were home with parents, carers, guiders, guardians who didn't see them as anybody, shouted at them, asked them what's wrong with them. If they've done something wrong or something they don't agree with, that don't mean anything is wrong with them, you know. They're just making a bad judgment or the choice is incorrect. That's all. There's nothing wrong with them. It is so important, educators, that we value the student, especially now where they're going through, some students are going through a lot of mental health issues, anxiety, stress, depression, OCD, phobias, you name it. Because these students have been out there all alone. They were in isolation. Because we're a little bit older. Yes, some of us were in isolation as well. But young people are, they're tactile beings. They're connected with their friends. They're always on the phone with their friends. Just observe them. In the classroom, the fingers are attached to their phone. They're constantly on it. I'm constantly taking phones away. I'm constantly giving detention. I'm constantly, saying, put your phone away. We know that. Just imagine when they were on lockdown, that's the only device they had. And some of them didn't even have a working one. Some of them were so basic. So could you imagine where the students are now at? We need to support them. We need to encourage them. We need to love upon the students. We need to empower them. We need to give them so much encouragement that they're good enough. It doesn't matter how small it is. It doesn't matter how small it is. It's like every morning I make it my duty of greeting my students. Every day when they come to my lesson, it's important that I greet them lovingly, even though some of them get on my nerves. But they get on my nerves, there are various reasons why that is. But we have to love the students. I said to a group of students today, I say, that sometimes when I'm traveling, I think of you guys so fondly and I have to laugh because some of the craziness you guys do. We have to support them. We have to demonstrate that we care about them. I know, I feel your pain, I understand, but you must remember, educators, you are doing a fantastic job. Not everybody could do this job, We are the chosen one. Not everybody could be in education. Education, someone said to me a few months ago, education is not for people with thin skin. Educated people who could actually endure it. Because it ain't easy. Because remember, we are wearing so many different hats. Yep. We are wearing so many different hats, and that sometimes we are called to wear so many different hats. Not because we want to, but because we're there. The moment arises, we have no choice. We just have to jump in and fulfill whatever role that is presented to us. Anyway, educators, love yourself. Demonstrate love to yourself. Don't beat upon yourself. You are doing a good job. Remember, you don't always have to have all the answers. You don't always have to have an encyclopedia in your head. I don't. I say to my student, I don't know. I'm going to find out and come back to you. There is nothing wrong with that. Anyway, demonstrate self-love this weekend. Whether or not self-love for you look like staying in your bed all day, so what? Stay in your bed all day. If it means buying yourself some flowers, do that. If it means going for a walk, do that. If it means sitting in front of the television, do that. It doesn't matter what self-love look like to you. You demonstrate it. Spend time loving upon yourself. Anyway, good night, good morning, good evening. Take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys next week. Love yourself. Bye bye.